into breaking bread. We're gonna break bread about a lot of things we may have on our chest. You know what I'm saying? Things that may be affecting our community, maybe affecting us personally. You know, but this is all about building. This is healing, and hence breaking bread, sustenance. You know, it's to show our unity, and that's what we're gonna start off. So first, I want to introduce Promise Child. You can introduce yourself, brother.
Promise Child, peace, 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 peace. You know, I'm a motivational speaker, street teacher. You know, my mission is to empower the people.
And this is Isaiah Davis.
How you doing?
All right, you can introduce yourself.
I'm Isaiah, they call me Z. Jaquan cousin. Hanging out for a minute. And we need to get back in touch.
All right, this is my Empress. This is Stephanie. She's supporting me. Would you like to say anything?
Hey, that's what I got.
All right. And now we have Luke my Hunter.
How you doing? I'm Lukman. Happy to be here. First episode of Breaking Bread. These wonderful young people here that are doing good things in their lives, and it's good to be able to come.
And Louis X.
I'm Louis X, aka Chief Lou. I'm an engineer, I'm an artist, I write. I do a lot of stuff in the community for the people. Just glad to be here, breaking bread with my brother and my sister.
So, right. So we have a lot of positive energy here. We want to thank all of us for joining here. You can eat as y'all will. Y'all have drinks, so if y'all want to grab some bread as we talk. Just to throw some things out there real quick, like I just gave an interview to Luke, my hunter, who is also my uncle. I just gave an interview to him. And some of the things that we want to talk about, like how it's kind of taboo for us as men to really express our emotions. You know, that's one thing I feel like it's kind of crippling us in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Because people are emotionally handicapped. You know, which comes out in other ways. You know, people who can't restrict themselves, if you can't deal with your internal conflict, it reflects on the outside. You know, with being caught up in the system, you know, self-destructive behaviors, drug habits, addictions, you know, all kind of abusive things that go on, and it starts. A lot of it starts, you know, with any community, it starts at home with the family. Family structure, the family builds up the community, builds the neighborhood, which builds up the state, which builds up the nation. You know, and everything is connected. Everything flows together. So, you know, we want to talk about that. And my claim for a title on it, toxic masculinity.
That's a real term.
Yeah, that's a real term. Yeah, that's a real
Like
term. But no, I didn't say. But she brought it to my attention. I didn't. You know, I just knew what it was. But you know, I don't label things all the time. But I'm glad that there was label for that one because it kind of puts it into perspective. So I'm gonna just say this, like, how many of us growing up, you might have fell or something, bust your knee or something, or it might not even been something physical. You could have been afraid, or, you know what I'm saying, or somebody could have hurt your feelings and you cried. What did it say to you? I know me personally was, shut the hell up, little nigga, stop acting like a bitch, you're acting like a female. You know what I'm saying? You acting like a female, stop acting like a bitch. And I don't say that word in front of her to disrespect her, but she's real. She knows how I feel about this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's kind of crazy how bitches or women, like the first thing if you want to assault a man and you want to make him look weak, the first thing you call him is a pussy.
Right.
Ironically, a pussy is the strongest thing on this planet. Ironically, it pushes babies out. It's the only thing, a pussy, the only thing that can push a whole person out and come back to form and shape. You know what I'm saying? And snap back. So I mean, anybody come in on that?
Well, what does toxic masculinity look like from a female's perspective? Like, what do you see?
I think that it's kind of ingrained in our community as Black people, from, like he said, being a little boy. You know, I've seen it like, you know, just coming up with my other cousins, you know, you can't play with dolls. You know, because that's for girls. Or like there was even one instance where my cousin and I were riding in the car with our aunt, and he said, you know, I was putting on lip gloss or something and it smelled good. He was like, oh, that smells good. I think I want some. I said, boy, I'll smack your nose off. That's for girls. And I mean, he was joking. But you know, like to cut it down to where you can't even joke about something like lip gloss. Then, you know, down to like the crying. Men can't cry in front of people or at all. And it can make it very hard as a woman being in a relationship with a man who came up in that environment. And it's so common. I feel like it kind of inhibits males from being able to connect with spouses, children, and other personal relationships like that. So that's just kind of how I see it. I think that we as human beings, not just men, not just women, should be able to express ourselves fully, our emotions. If you in the middle of the street corner and you just found out somebody close to you was hurt or died, like, it is not in any way healthy to choke that down and move on with your day. That's not normal. That's not normal. If you found out your mother or your grandmother just died, the normal reaction is like, if you were close to her, I'm falling to my knees, I'm crying, I'm going off. But, you know, we, like I said, at such a young age, we ingrain in our young men, you gotta be tough, you gotta be so strong. Like, strong people can cry, strong people can feel.
I always say, but like, a lot of that has to do with the history and it's been, we're still in a state of healing. We still have some ways to go. So you will still see kind of, you know, emasculation done over and over again in alchemies, especially because that's what they were taught. You know, that is not necessarily the right way in order for us to kind of move forward. So you have to open your mind and heart and be able to express yourself. Because again, like you said, you want to put a point. You keep that in, has nowhere to go, it's going to come out. How is it going to come out? Most times it will manifest itself into something negative, and you'll be, like you said, on the system or anything else. So it's just
self-destructive.
Yeah, so it's very important to kind of be able to express yourself. You know, among your peers. It's funny, ironic, I haven't seen Brother Zeke here for years, but we met years ago, and a lot of things we used to do. I look at that time, I was too young to understand what it meant, but we were building as we were working. There are things we talk about, serious topics and stuff. We learn from each other. We built each other up because no one else, like our parents weren't in a position to say, like you said, it's okay to be wrong. It was okay. So we kind of had to teach ourselves at an age that, okay, once we realized we ain't our parents, and we don't have to face the same things, musically we connected on stuff, and then through that, we built through music and everything else. So that's an example of it. But to you know, I see where it was.
Self-esteem, whether it be know-how, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people fuck up because of lack of knowledge. But then again, that still goes back to the laziness because the knowledge is out there. So if you don't know something, that's your fault. Partially, you know what I'm saying? Unless it was hidden from you. You know what I'm saying? Unless it was intentionally hidden or burned or something for nobody to know about, you didn't seek it. You know what I'm saying? So as far as, like you said, he submitted. A lot of times that goes into, maybe that sounds like a little bit of not only insecurity but depression. You know what I'm saying? So laziness on top of depression and insecurity, you lost your job. So that's depressing. That's emasculating itself. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of the fact, you're like, okay, well, she got a good woman. I don't even feel deserving of her because when this bad thing happened to me, she took in, you know what I'm saying? She just took that position and started doing it like she felt like she was supposed to. You know what I'm saying? But I don't feel deserving of that type of, you know what I'm saying, that type of love or that type of connection. Because a lot of times, like you said, a lot of people don't have mom and father in the house. A lot of people, so how many examples of successful relationships have you actually seen? You know what I'm saying? How many examples of successful relationships are actually healthy? You know what I'm saying? Because some people be together forever and then they're not healthy. They just not a healthy situation. They just comfortable. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or even in the same room with different beds, you know what I'm saying? Some people come accustomed to what? And then you talk about like, just to people on like, you know, defining what a man is. It's all different types of men. It's, you know what I mean? So we have the first thing we have to realize is stop putting ourselves in a box because there is no box. You can't say you're a man, you're not a man. what kind of man are you? You're a man that's lacking because you're lazy. You're not a man yet, for real, as far as mentally. You know what I'm saying? Physically, you're a male. You're a male. But it's different types of men. There are some men who like to go out and be the provider. There might be some, because like you said, there's masculine and feminine energy in anything. It's positive and negative energy in anything. Now, you know what I'm saying? Yin and yang. Right, so we were all positive charges, and we would have endless possibilities. But that negative charge is what defines it and gives us a shape to make it what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, she's the type of woman that if her man falls out, he takes charge. He's not used to that. You know what I'm saying? I see that because I'm coming from a single mother home to where, and then not even just that, my experiences change. I learned from people like him. I learned from different other people, you know what I'm saying? And everyone you ever meet leaves a mark on you. So it goes back to what Louis X was saying as far as balance and balancing ourselves out. You know, what do we resonate with? What do we don't resonate with? Because at the end of the day, balance is really the key.
And we each individual.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. You can't say you're not a man because you think a certain way. You know what I'm saying? I would say that only as far as, like I said, not taking care of responsibilities, not being held accountable, not owning up to your flaws. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I procrastinate sometimes. That's something that I'm battling with that I'm trying to stop doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even trying. I'm gonna do some push-ups later. But that's something I'm doing is working on my procrastination. And then also, but there's balance because you have to have patience. You know what I'm saying? So like the way this manifested, if I wasn't patient, but also if I wasn't persistent, this what we doing right now would not have existed. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, this is an important stepping stone as far as if we all want to see change, what kind of changes we want to see. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to grow up in a world where someone's going to look at my son and call him out of his name because he's expressing himself, because he thinks different.
You have to prepare for that, bro.
Absolutely.
I was gonna say that's gonna happen.
Right, exactly, and it's gonna happen. That's the reality. Exactly, that's what I was getting. The reality is it's gonna happen. It's happened to me. I've had people tell me, well, you don't think like us. Maybe you should leave. Family members. You know what I'm saying? Nobody in this room,
Right.
but everybody, but at least 2 people in this room know these people. And I'm saying, well, you don't think like me and Granddad. Maybe you should just leave. Me and Granddad, like, whatever. That's another story. You know what I mean? That's a whole other story. But when people get offended by truth, people are offended by the truth, and people are afraid of what's different, especially if they can't understand it. You know what I mean? And I think what we're trying to do is gain understanding of at least of ourselves, and it'll help us understand everything else around us. That's my opinion.
That's definitely what I understand. We need our community.
Right. Absolutely.
So can I ask, like, because all of you seem to be men who are very independent, driven, hardworking providers, you know, in that sense. Do you look down or like think that, not necessarily look down, do you see where you would maybe think less than of a situation where the husband is staying home with the kids and the woman is out? That's the breadwinner.
That's what I meant by as far as like
But
different
they're
types of
both,
men.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
They're both handling their responsibilities as best as they
Well, it's
can on the day to day, but it's reversed. Because that is happening more and more today, and traditionally it is the man out in the world and the woman is there. And I do see where there are other men who are like, oh, well, he want to stay at home with the kids, like, but he ain't doing nothing. But the idea that staying home with the kids ain't doing nothing is also a toxic mentality. Because that shit is work.
If it's working, like I got no problem. Like that, like you in the household and you man, you husband and wife on me, and y'all got this system and it works for y'all. Like what's the problem?
What I would say,
who cares what outside people?
what I would say is right, because now when we get to that, now we going off of I'm gonna say my personal belief and what I feel about that, right? Just my personal belief. I look at it that by nature, we're not even gonna talk about the environment, what's going on. By nature, I feel like that a man is a giver, right? By nature. When you look at our bodies, right? When we hook up with a woman, we give to her. She receives, right? So by nature, she's a receiver. By nature, she's a nurturer, right? When she gives birth to that baby, by nature, of course the man is gonna show compassion and love his seed, but the woman by nature is a nurturer. So then we start to talk about her body type, right? She has the breast to give that baby milk, right? We don't have the breast to give that baby milk, right? So by nature, she's a nurturer. By nature, I would say that she's the first teacher. By nature, right? That's with anything. When you look at a female dog, a female whale, a female cat. So I would say the reason why I would disagree with that, would I look down on them? No, I can't look down on nobody. I'm not better than nobody. We all, you know what I'm saying? We all go through things. But what I would say is by nature, the man is the go-getter. Right? By nature, because why would I stay home and take care to see why my woman is at work when she has what my baby needs? Which is you know, to feed the baby back with her breast milk to nurture.
Let me pick up on that a little bit. Well,
living in the day of the internet.
Right.
She can sell weed on the internet all day and make a killing. Right. But I would still like for my woman to be home and raise my child. I don't want my child drinking.
That's what
and that's what I'm saying. The partnership. We have to have an agreement before we even get into this relationship. I'm gonna say a few more things. I got you, sister. This before we get in a relationship. This another thing. When you dating somebody, right? First of all, it's commitment first, then sex and money, right? And the reason why I say commitment first, then sex and money, right? When you meet somebody, you gotta become friends with them, right? Like me and you, we friends, brother. And
I ain't having sex with you.
No,
I'm
I'm just ready to go deep into that. But when you first when you have a friend, right? Whether it's male or female, but first y'all became friends. Like think about elementary. There was no money involved.
Right.
It was just that's
genuine.
It was genuine.
Right.
So when you get into a relationship, it's supposed to be the same way. It's supposed to be genuine. It's supposed to be commitment first. Like we friends first, and then money and sex. So during that process of us getting to know each other and we're becoming friends, now we know each other's strengths, each other's weakness, and we know, okay, this is what I like done, this is what I want done. And that's all I was getting to on that.
Right. I feel that. I feel that. I like that.
Here's the thing about this form right here. There really isn't a wrong thing said or done. We're all different. That is what makes us great. And actually, what he's saying, well, we get that out to folks. That's power. Because honestly, to be truthful, if you look at like I'm kind of a numbers kind of, and I'm an evolution kind of person. So I don't necessarily. I wouldn't say I don't disagree with everything you said. I don't necessarily agree with everything you say because I've seen. I'm old. That's all it is. And I've seen. If I know that the female population is growing way faster than men, I know that they're going to make more money than men. I know. So you can't say that 20 years from now, you ain't gonna be fine that female brother because she's gonna be running companies. That's the way this world is going. So it's just a number. That's evolution, and that's just the way it is. So, but. There is a strong place for the male in that female's life that will make her even stronger than that. You know, so that's just the thing. That's just a matter of just being open-minded and seeing it, and understanding. I know. But you need to be consistent with who you are. That is important for you to say what you say and to feel how you feel about it. And like you said from the beginning, start out with a genuine feeling to understand that person's how you will get along. Because you say, okay, well, no, not necessarily. Maybe the next somebody else is more, you know, in line with what I believe a woman and a man's position should be. And you're gonna find that because there are plenty of people around us that see the good and will be able to relate to that. So it's all good. Like I said, there's a place for everybody and how they feel, and it's still supported. So I support you in your endeavors in doing that and being that, and also support him and how he's had to support you as well. So that's the way Zeke too. I know because we've known each other a very long time. To know that hey, the first road may not be the road for you. You may have to change direction and go another one. And it's like, oh snap! Everything now is happening and falling into place. But it also it's important for you to be true to who you are and know who you are. Like all that happiness and stuff has to start from within. Like nobody can make you happy. Exactly. You can't expect that to be home. Exactly. You can't expect it to come from outside of yourself. And if you go into a situation with that intact, you're gonna get that back.
Right.
That's just common sense. That's what I mean. That just comes from a lot of messing up.
Yeah.
To see the goodness, in that concept. You know what I mean? It's a lot. And, we don't mean to do it. We don't.
But that's how we learn.
Oh, that's how we learn. And we gotta, we don't. People, I think, I can't say some people.
That's how the smart people learn.
Right.
Because there's people who keep running into the same wall over and over again.
But that's
another story.
That's self-destruction. Yeah, that's definitely self-destruction. Yeah. But I mean, that's what we it's here. We continue to support one another and build one another. And, again, teach the children. If we expect anything to happen, it's gonna have to be teaching his kids, like he said, his sons. That's such a. I take a lot from that when he said, "Hey, it's okay to be emotional, but hey, sometimes while you being emotional, it calls for action."
Yeah.
And that doesn't really mean that doesn't define you as a man or woman, but for a young black man, it's very important because right now,
It means
truth. Like I believe that we're all equal, but in reality, we don't get treated equally yet. And there's still things we have to teach our young black men to be prepared to go look. And our women too. But you have to take, as a parent, you have to acknowledge it, you have to understand, you have to be, in the know to see what's really going on. You know what I'm saying?
I think the main thing that we should teach the youth is, this good brother right here always talk about is teaching you to do for self.
Yes.
And owning your own and having your own. And to think about today's time, the world that we live in, man, you could become a millionaire just off of this phone right here. It's like, it's so many things that you can do. They got this app called Robinhood to teach you about stocks and bonds and stuff like that. Right in your Play Store.
Acorn.
You know what I'm saying? You got the Acorn. You got, matter of fact, I just found out you could do a podcast right here on your phone. I just downloaded the app called Anchor. So it's so many, you got some on your phone where you can go to the studio right on your phone. You don't even gotta go to the studio, you can record right on your phone. So once we can teach the youth, like, look, you can do
That's
for
not
yourself.
that good. The real studios are still working, by the way. We still need work and money.
You know what?
I'm saying.
I'm just saying though, like, you can teach him to do, you can take a 15-year-old and teach him to do for himself on his phone. You know what I'm saying?
About getting our community, but I feel like we need to, like, when I try to be helping the community, like, start community gardens and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like I feel the money aspect of it, but like, we need to do more shit for, like, our children need to understand the world really, how to live for themselves, how to, you know what I'm saying?
Even a community garden, because the money you spend,
Yeah.
you have in your garden, that's money you don't spend outside of your house.
Right.
That is money.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean. It's like when I say besides the money, I know the aspect of money in the world is like everybody doing this, like everybody online getting rich. But you can do all this other shit over here, and that's better for the mentality than going for, you know what I'm saying?
Mindset change that's gonna happen there. Because you can start a community garden, and that's an awesome idea. There used to be one right next door to my house growing up. But we need people that's gonna work it.
Right.
Gardening is hard.
And that's the only problem I had because the ones we started is nobody working them there.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, and that would upset me because we went on a strong campaign doing it, and it's like no one even cared.
This one
And
we
it's
can
like,
do.
Alright, we have Zeke. Did you have any one of the last words you want to say before we go?
It was good being here. I look forward to next time I don't have a social media that's worthy of listening to. It's really boring.
There you go. Alright. What was that?
Chief Lewis X, New Love. Y'all can find me on Facebook. There'll be more content coming out starting January 1st, 2019.
There you go.
I'm Lukman Ghazali. You can find me on Facebook under Lukman, Luqman, Ghazali, Ghazali Hunter. I'm also on Instagram too at Gemini Luke. Just happy to be here. This is my form of kind of bonding and being close to people that kind of call this. We may be all different, but we're all like-minded. We all want a lot of the same things. So I consider us like-minded in that aspect. And we all have different ideas of how we're going to get there. And it was very good sitting down talking and listening to hear other people, how they see things, as well as being able to express ourselves. So thank you. And hopefully, again, I'd like to be included in moving forward. So thank you. Absolutely.
And my Empress.
Stephanie, I think that this was an amazing opportunity, and sit down that we were able to have. I definitely really enjoyed it. I think beyond anything that we could ever discuss, the most important thing is to love yourself and take care of yourself.
Absolutely, well put, Queen. All right, once again, this is Jaquan Terrell. I want to close out Breaking Bread. It's produced by Dope Regime, also in association with
Mark My Word Visuals.
Mark My Word Visuals. All right, also We United One.
Yeah.
All right, and New Left.
The Unites is one.
The Unites as one. And New Left. All right, we are Regime. Let's go. Let's go.